let's start with what I think is most relevant, because I think there are competing things here, right?
Mhm.
There is the Instagram side of this. There is the undeniable friendship between Daniels and Aiyuk, and these guys are hanging out and they're
Mhm.
going places. They're going to the pivot together. And Ryan Clark says, I get the feeling they wouldn't mind playing together. That's cool and terrific and seems true.
Yeah.
But what Schefter said, I think, is more important. Washington and San Francisco talked about a deal. They like Aiyuk. They decided not to do the deal.
Okay.
And that to me is there's the interesting here, which is Aiyuk and Daniels hanging out together, going to podcasts together, doing all sorts of stuff together. And then there's the important, the actual, will this dude land in DC? And that doesn't seem like it's happening.
The only thing that I even care about is Aiyuk walked in and then Jayden Daniels walked in to what meeting? To meet Ryan Clark or meet the 49ers?
To meet Ryan Clark.
Because it sounded like they tried to say it about the 49ers.
Mitch and I talked about this on the podcast. I think it was presented very confusing.
Yeah.
But you played in the NFL. Would you have ever gone to a meeting at another facility?
No, the other team would never accept it because
I don't even think
tampering.
you're allowed in.
That's tampering.
Right.
So that's why I was asking the question, because when you look at the headline, it's basically saying Brandon Aiyuk and Jayden Daniels meeting with the 49ers. So,
which is not what happened.
The fact that he walked in there talking to Ryan, listen, guys play, like I'd say, fans, you all lose your mind. Guys are friends with the other guys on other teams, and some of them are so close they like brothers. And I can see them dudes kicking it together. Oh man, we're gonna stop by the by the pivot. Hey Ryan, man, I got Jayden Daniels with me. Oh, bring him with you. You think Ryan Clark gonna turn that down?
Right.
But I think the ultimate thing is, would they like to play with each other? Yes. Will they probably? Probably no. Because I think the 49ers controls this. And if the 49ers do what they ordinarily do, they're going to sign their guy, keep moving forward. Now you're going to keep playing, and then Jayden to keep playing. But the ultimate thing is, I don't think it's a big deal that they hang out. They're friends. I don't think Terry worries about it. He got friends he kick it with, So I think the ultimate thing is they are doing what young people do, hang out with each other.
I totally agree, B. There is the interesting part of this that these two are friends and they're spending a lot of time together during this break in the NFL calendar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Ryan Clark films.
As long as they're working out, that's all I care about.
Like, do we know where Ryan Clark films the pivot? I don't. But
wherever they're at.
Right.
Ryan is not one place all the time. Because remember when he was at training camp last year, he brings his people on the road with him.
Right. And if he's going to L.A. and they all live in L.A., like there's a lot of NFL players kind of congregate between Southern California, Miami, and then spots in Texas during this time because they work out like crazy in the morning and then they party and they do whatever they want to.
Yes, indeed. Remember those days. Now you should watch those guys going out all the time.
To me, I think it's a very clear delineation in what's interesting and what's important. And there is, like, we could deny what we could try to make this more than it is.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco controls the situation.
Yeah.
And I think, frankly, the only hurdle in this is how much money Justin Jefferson just got. And when Clark talks about, Aiyuk's taking this stuff personally, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's wild that
to be honest with you, that comment really is asinine. Why wouldn't everybody in the league take it personally?
In Major League Baseball, when they go through the arbitration process, the player is in there as the team says why they don't think he's worth X.
And I would love to hear. See, I would love hearing it, but I also don't want to hear it because my personality, I can't forget you said I was trash.
Sure. And if I had to guess, and I don't know this, but we can quickly all answer this. Do any of us believe Brandon Aiyuk is the same level of receiver as Justin Jefferson?
No.
Nah, no.
Right. But Brandon Aiyuk, we've seen this world at the quarterback position where whoever the next
man up, Aiyuk think he is.
Yeah. And he's seen Trevor Lawrence just get paid more than Patrick Mahomes, right? And at the quarterback position, it's next man up breaks the record. Next man up breaks the record.
There you go.
And there's probably some folks, maybe Brandon Aiyuk's agent, maybe Brandon Aiyuk's mom or girlfriend or father, I don't know his situation, and they're like, yo, Jefferson just got paid X. You got to get paid X plus 5. And I think that is the fundamental issue going on between Aiyuk and San Francisco. I don't think it's that he is college friends with Jayden Daniels. I'm going to open the phone lines up on this. I don't know how much time we got. You disagree with us? That's fine. Do you think that the Daniels-Aiyuk friendship will result in Aiyuk landing in Washington? Because frankly, I think you're nuts. 800-636-1067. Be Mitchell Finlay when we return. Brandon Aiyuk and Jayden Daniels are good friends. They went to college together. They've maintained a close friendship. I think that's terrific. There are people that want to take that information and Brandon Aiyuk's unhappiness with his contract situation and declare that Aiyuk will land in Washington. I am not one of those people, particularly when Schefter says, yeah, they talked about a deal. Washington decided not to do it. Do you land on my side of the fence, Brian?
What's that?
That it's great they're friends. It doesn't mean he's coming here.
Yeah, I buy that.
Let's see what Zeke and
I
South.
just take Gill to a lot of different places for me. He was never coming into the NFL.
I go with you lots of places. I don't think I'm playing. Zeke is in Southeast. Zeke, what do you make of Aiyuk Mania?
How you doing, guys?
Good, man. How you doing?
All right, love your show.
Thank you.
Right. Hey, it's a hell to the no. He's not coming here, man. He's just using us as leverage. Why the heck would you want to leave a Super Bowl contender like San Francisco to come to a perennial loser like the Commanders? Yeah, I know they're friends, and Jayden's probably helping him to get a bigger paycheck. So ain't no way he's coming here. That's just my thought.
All right, brother.
Thanks, Zeke. Appreciate you, buddy. Tony's in Fairfax. Anthony, what do you make of Aiyuk Mania?
Hi. Hey, guys. I don't think he's coming here either, and I think maybe it's because of the Commanders. Maybe I'm old school, but I think that they're looking for a certain type of player, and being old school, I just don't like today's players that go to social media and air all their grievances about contracts. I mean, he's still under contract now, and B. Mitch, you know the way it was. You signed a contract, you're under contract. So I just don't like all the negotiations going to social media, and I don't think that's the type of player that Washington's going for now.
I hear you, dude.
I think every one of the players are like that.
Yeah,
today.
I think that's antiquated now.
They all do that.
I think the whole world is doing that, man. I hear what you're saying, but I think the world has kind of moved on in that capacity. Social media is kind of the voice for players in a lot of ways. But I'll also circle back to this. When Schefter says in the last 3 days of the program, we've had Jennifer Lee Chan that covers the Niners for NBC Sports Bay Area. And yesterday we had David Lombardi, who covers the Niners for The Athletic. Both of them said unequivocally the Niners want Aiyuk back.
Yeah.
Schefter, in that piece we played earlier, said unequivocally, Brandon Aiyuk's not right. The Niners want him back. Someone is getting that message out. To be clear, Brandon, we want you back. I think
we want you at a price that's a little different. And I think it's all understandable. But the ultimate thing is, Brandon Aiyuk is trying to do what everybody else tries to do. He's trying to push the money to where he wanted to be. And really, they don't have to do anything to him right now.
Yeah, there was a time where I think we were being told something was all about money, and it proved to be about more than that. And that was the Trent Williams situation here with the tumor on his head. Almost every other situation is about money.
Well, Schefter said they met, they talked, and they decided not to. You know, they met, and Kyle and Lynch said, this is what we want. And Adam say, you a fool. I can't build my team giving you all that. So you know what? I'll pass on this.
Well, and I swear I remember mentioning on this program that if they were going to talk about this, the time to talk about it would have been at the draft.
That's probably when they talked.
And one team is close to the finish line. Jeff, I'll bring these calls in real quick. One team is close to the finish line, and I don't see them giving up a 1,300-yard wideout that really knows how to play with a guy like Debo that is so unique and really knows how to play with Kittle and Christian McCaffrey. You know what I mean? Like,
they're about to get to the finish line and lean, like what my man Lau.
Yeah.
They are not about to go back to the 50. They're not about to do that right now. But they're going to come to an agreement that's going to make both people happy. Them having him back and him having his pockets lined. Point blank.
Totally. I think, and nobody's ruling anything out. I'm not saying definitively no, but I think they're just friends, man. MC is in D.C. MC, what do you make of Aiyuk mania?
I don't make anything of it. I'm just tripping of how you try to make things out of nothing all the time.
Me?
Yeah, big ears, you.
You got the wrong show, dude. I've consistently said this isn't happening.
I listen to you all the time. Every time I call, oh, you a Cowboy fan. Nah, I am a Cowboy fan, but come on, man. Cut it out.
Well, if you're a Cowboy fan, try, what's the 214? Try 214
I love how he
area
tries to
code
come at
or
me.
something like that, because it don't work here.
Listen to Sean Sharif. Landfill also hit the button on you, by the way. Lawrence is on the Beltway. Lawrence, what do you make of Aiyuk mania?
Man, please. Ain't nothing happening with that. Let me tell you something. First of all, still love you guys, man. Let me just tell you this. If I got a buddy who broke the law and he's got a sentence in here and he asked me to come as a character witness, he going to jail. I'm not going with him. Right? I'm just saying. I mean, so what? Daniels was with him. Well, so what? They might be boys. Don't mean he going home with him.
Yep. And don't mean he gonna spend some of that time for him either.
How about that?
Thank you, Lawrence.
Hey man, y'all have a great day, man. I really love this show, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
And an early bleep you to the last caller.
Yeah. That's my bleep you for Thursday too.
Thanks, buddy. Good luck on the Beltway. Jeff, Aiyuk mania. Final comment. Let's talk some baseball.
Man, if he come, fine. If he don't, fine. I still trust what the coaches are building here. I'm not buying into it. They could just be friends. But if it happens, it happens.
If he come, you get to referee it.
You got Joe.
Jeff, can you come just show your face on the stream in your Foot Locker shirt? So, listen, CK, Cluster Buster, if you're listening, Drab, you're in charge. Give Jeff a raise so he doesn't have to have a part-time job at Foot Locker. He's wearing his Foot Locker shirt. He loves this joint. It looks like something. Landfill, last comment on Aiyuk mania.
Oh, man.
I think he's going to stay in San Francisco.
Yeah. I don't think Washington wants to pay what it costs. I think San Francisco wants to keep him. I'm sure there was a conversation probably at the draft.
Yeah.
And I think week one, Brandon Aiyuk's going to be playing for the 49ers.